There's an old saying, you've got to control the position to get the submission. And we're going to take a look at the rodeo ride in this video today. And it's one of those things that is so simple yet so complex. People tend to take it for granted. The idea is to get behind them, get your hooks in, flatten them out, and dominate. What we're going to show in today's video is just the basic way of flattening him out and keeping him flat on his face. There are other ways to roll him over into his buttocks, in a seated buttocks area, controlling position, kind of what I call a seated rodeo ride. But we're going to work now on just the basic rodeo ride where we get behind him, get his back, flatten him out, and get the submission.
Eric just took him down. Bam! Eric's going to fight his heart. He's on his knees. He's on a good base. This guy knows how to fight by getting up to a base. He knows what he's doing. All right? Notice Derek has not really lost control of his hands. It's really important. So now when he comes in here, comes to the near side. When he does this, he quickly jams that knee in there, or that foot in there. He wants to get quick control of the near leg. So start your near leg ride, basically, with your hooks in. And okay, so when he comes in, watch this, boom. See how he gets that first hook in there? Then you don't have to make a big, wide, looping move like we talked about before, like you're getting on a horse, riding a horse or something. Okay, you don't want to do that, okay? Because he'll get away, or he'll grab you, or do something to you. So he's turned him over, he's got him down, hook, and hook. Now, once he's there, you notice, now you can hook him out, and when he flattens him out, just like some of you guys were doing, see how his feet, if you want him, you want his feet riding up high. You want him flat on a pancake with all the weight in his chest. Then you can reach in there and catch the choke, okay? And it is a choke because you're blocking off the airway. You're blocking off the trachea. So it's a real choking action. And it hurts. This form of Hidaku is really, really nasty. Okay? Gotcha. Efficiency, bam, bam, you flatten him out, and he goes for the strangler to choke, right? Shave off all the rough edges because transitions are a huge part of what we do. From standing to ground, ground to ground, any position, transition from one control to the next control. But have something in mind. This time I want to choke, okay? All right, a few more reps. I'm sorry.
Two things on that. If you're having trouble just figuring out where to get your hands, try and aim to get one hand right there behind the collar and one on the belt. You might not get it, but you'll get somewhere in that region. And then eventually you get to the point where it's just flat hands. But if you try and get a grip first, that might help. Okay, second thing, when you're coming around, put that foot in deeper. Don't stick your feet right here, okay, like you really are trying to ride a horse. This is requiring me to be stable on my feet with my knees out. He starts moving around, and now I'm having to use my hands to stabilize myself, and before I know it, he's out. Your hooks poke in through his legs. That also helps you flatten him out. The more my feet push that way and my hands push this way, the more flat he gets. Okay? So I'm not actually folding him forward over my feet, I'm pushing my feet out backwards and my hands up forwards. That's how you make it more efficient. That's how you force him to carry you. You're sitting on his belt line and hooking your feet through the center of his hips.
It's a great point. You're forcing him to carry your weight, and then you're flattening him out. And it's the worst place in the world is really flat on your face with a guy on top of you wanting to choke you or block you or something. That's a bad place to be. Great point. All right, let's drill.